This morning what we're going to do is go through a couple of the vendors. I've got a couple of vendors that are going to speak this morning. Joan from long-term care partners is going to come up and speak for about 10 minutes. And then Eric is also going to speak. Eric's from Geico. And then after that, I'll tell about a couple of other vendors and the relationships we have with them. So Joan, if you want to come up.
Good morning. Good morning. I promised to be brief and brilliant. It's Saturday morning, and I did bring a prepared presentation, and I thought the last thing you all need is a prepared slide presentation, PowerPoint. Saturday morning, after you've been out till 4 or 5 in the morning, that's just not going to work. So thank you for the honor. I know you've had a very, very, very busy few days. Your agenda's been very, very tight. And so I wanted to say just a few words. I'm from Long-Term Care Partners, and we've been a vendor for you for the last few years. You're a great organization. You have a great time. You work hard and you play hard. I wanted the opportunity to tell you a little bit about the long-term care insurance program, the federal long-term care insurance program, because it is your federal benefit and you're eligible to it. You've had too much fun, and I feel like I'm the only downer of the whole conference, because when you talk about the need for long-term care, you're not talking about exciting things. You're talking about things that none of us want to think about. And I'm 62 years old. I'm not going to think about it, but it hits me in the face every day because my mother's 91, and she's got Alzheimer's. So for those of you who have dealt with the issue, it's very real, and you know the severity of it. But for most of you, you know, you're in the prime of life, you're healthy, you're in good shape. It's not something that you want to deal with. But I wanted to just comment on where we've been with the program, where we are now, and where we're going very, very briefly. We started, the program was launched, signed into legislation in 2002, 2000, I should say, by President Clinton. And the first open season was in 2002, and we got under 200,000 enrollees. We had a second open season in 2011, added 45,000 more enrollees. So we're up to about 270,000. And we've made some changes. We're in a second contract period. We improved the program with more home health care types of things. Because when I say long-term care to most of you, you're going, beep, nursing home, yucky, never going to be there, not happening. But in reality, the program's been designed to help you receive care at home, and that's what it's all about, because that's where people want to be. They want to age at home. And our second, we had a 1.0, we have a 2.0, very imaginative, and it added more home health care benefits. And so that's where we are right now. We have 270,000 in the program. You can apply at any time. You don't have to wait for another open season. And I have here, which I'll send around, information about our website, which has everything you need to know and more about long-term care as well as our program. It also shows you how to get to the website. And I know you're going to see about your website, your redesigned website, momentarily by the web designers over there. But we have a very good website that we've redesigned as well, and it will give you the opportunity to be educated, look at our calculators, and we have a very comprehensive webinar program for those of you who want to learn more about some of the issues. In addition, if you have any meetings at all where you're looking for guest speakers, we do travel all over the country doing not only in-person meetings, we do webinars, we do award days where we have booths, we go to health fairs. So anything in your agency that's educational, that's what we're all about. We'd love to plug in and just give me a holler. You can find me, I'm sure. Go through our website. I'm reachable there. But please send us a note. I'd be more than happy to do that. The most important thing is after 11 years, we're paying a lot of claims, and it's up to $7.5 million per month. And that number is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So while you may say that this product does cost money, and it does, it's small dollars on what you get to pay for your benefits later on. So that's really it. Where are we going from now? Our contract's up in 16, and we're hoping to get the renewal from OPM, Office of Personnel Management. They oversee our program. With a new product, we'll add some more bells and whistles and do some things to it. And we hope to be around for another 7 years after 2016. And that's the message I wanted to give to you all. And I hope to see you in the next 15 months or 2 years in Milwaukee. And till then, enjoy the nice fall that we have, and see you then. Enjoy the rest of the conference. I have these that I'll pass around in case you haven't stopped by the booth. Let me pass this for you. And by the way, your spouses are eligible, parents and parents-in-law, adult children. So qualified relatives are eligible as well. So I'll send this around, and enjoy.
Excellent. We're all eventually going to get old, so.
No, I'm not, but the rest of you are.
So it's a good program. And if you have, if you want Joan to come out to your chapters or something like that and speak, or, offset maybe some of the cost, give her a call. Stop by our booth, grab a business card. That's what it's all about with these vendors out here, except one we might have an issue with. But other than that, go out there, get their business cards, and reach out to these folks and say, these are the contacts for these vendors, and if you want them to come to your chapters to offset a cost, reasonable expenses anyway, give them their business card or exchange business cards. The next one, Eric is going to come up for here and talk about GEICO as well. GEICO is one of our larger corporate sponsors. They're very generous to us, very good to us, always looking for new and innovative ways. I don't know if you realize this, but every time you make a phone call to get a quote, GEICO pays FLEOA X amount of dollars for that. So, and I think Eric's going to touch on a few things about that. It's a win-win situation for everybody. So anyway, I'll turn it over to Eric and let him tell you about that.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Nice. Got to do that again sometime. But my name is Eric Imprim, and on behalf of GEICO, I just want to say thank you for having me here. This is the first conference I've been able to attend, and it's really been great getting to meet many of you. Thanks for putting up with me for the past couple of days. And much like what John was saying, got a quick question here. How many people here have GEICO? Yes. Thank you. Appreciate that. That's why I have a job. Now, how many people here have seen a commercial with a GEICO gecko? There we go. Now, anybody know what GEICO actually stands for? Yes, that's why they're still paying me. So thank you for that. And yes, although a lot of people do know GEICO for the funny commercials, possibly the Hump Day commercial, but a lot of people still do not know that GEICO stands for Government Employees Insurance Company. And so what we do is we have a program specifically for federal employees and what you do day in and day out, and it's very much appreciated. So I brought my boss because I want to give him away with a $100 gas card. So many of you guys have stopped by the booth and entered to win, and I'd like to give them away today. And also what John was saying, if you don't have GEICO, take a few minutes out of your day, maybe 15 or so, and make sure you let them know that, one, you're a federal employee, two, you're a member of FLEOA, because we do give money back to the organization for conferences like these, and you get to save money along the way. So, let's see here. Drew the winner. Let's see if the winner's here. So, is James Hybrink here? James, I got you a very manly gecko here by the Build-A-Bear Company. There we go.
2 o'clock this morning, need to come in handy.
But wait, there's more. It comes with a $100 gas card. Depending on what you drive, it's good for a half a tank of gas. So thank you guys for your time. Thanks for having me here, and looking forward to the next one.
And look, something that we're going to be doing from now till the end of December is a quote for a cause. So that's just kind of a little deal we're doing. Get the word out to your chapters and tell them just to spend 5 minutes, call, and get a quote. Doesn't mean you got to accept it. It might be better, it might not be. But quote for a cause. And Eric, what did we say? If it, for every 100 quotes, every 100 quotes, Geico will give FLEOA, the foundation, $1,000. We've got 26,000 members. You do the math. That could be a lot of money. So get the word out at your chapter. I know everybody's going to have at least one chapter meeting between now and December. For every 100 quotes, Geico is going to donate to FLEOA $1,000. You got to tell them that you're a federal employee, number one, but more importantly, you have to tell them you're a FLEOA member. If they say, what's FLEOA? Tell them. So, because they have a special little code for that. Look, we've got a couple new sponsors going on right now. We brought on a couple of new colleges, Seton Hall especially. I don't know if you guys have stopped by and talked to them. They've got a heck of a program, and they offer 50% off their tuition to us. You know, Capella's out there as well. They offer a discount to us, as well as a couple of others. When we get the new website up, it's going to be totally kind of revised, a big facelift. And so these vendors and vendor information will be a lot more accessible. I'll have the vendors' contact names and email addresses on there for you guys to reach out to. You know, we're trying to find long-term folks instead of fly-by-nights. So things that will benefit FLEOA and benefit our members, not just somebody that wants to come in and make a quick buck off of our members and get out of town. So if you've got any questions about vendors, any suggestions about vendors, and I'll go ahead and tell you I get one every conference, is USAA. USAA, they recognize certain agencies and certain 1811s. We've tried for years at different levels to get them on board with us, unsuccessful every time. Trying to explain to them that an OIG agent is basically the same as an FBI agent, they don't comprehend that. So for whatever reason. But that's okay. You know, we've got other insurance companies out there that offer great rates and whatnot. But before anybody brought up the USAA, you know, suggestion, I just wanted to throw that out there.